Hello, how's everyone doing today? Hey, Jamie. Hey, Witchy Nicole. So, I'm kind of pissed off today. I kind of had a bad day. I had to get up early and things didn't go well. So, then last night I had a headache. Hmm, wonder why that was. And guess what the common denominator was? CJ. So, it started off innocent enough. I hopped over on Jamie's panel. And guess what? CJ decides to hop up. CJ decides to hop up. And make excuses for herself. Cry for herself. I don't believe you, CJ, when you say, or I don't care about your cataracts. When you had someone's personal information in your little chat box and I'm not going to mention whose information that you had in your chat box, but you took part of that information and you posted it for a few hours. So you decided to be a backstabbing little bitch. All right, CJ? No one forced you to do it. It wasn't because of your cataracts. Don't give me that bullshit. You got angry and you wanted to be a backstabbing motherfucker. Like you always do, CJ. Isn't that right? Don't come over and give your little excuses. And then she sits there and talks about the St. Jude receipt. And she complains, oh, the St. Jude receipt. Well, I don't know if it was a scam or not, but CJ fails to get the point yet again. CJ fails to get the point. It doesn't matter if she was raising money for St. Jude's or not. You know, her donations for the day go to St. Jude's. The point was, she told her subs that she was making a donation to St. Jude's, and she never did. All right? What does that say? She's dishonest. She lied. And instead of ponying up the money, she forged a receipt with her name on it. That's the point people are trying to make on here. It's not just this. It's just not the scamming. It doesn't matter if CJ didn't make her goal. It's the thought that counts. And then she decides to be a little snake in the grass. All right. Now, I'm not stupid, CJ. All right. I knew exactly what you were doing. You took that link to start some trouble. You weren't there to be social. You weren't there to defend yourself. Come on here. You were there to stir the pot, like you always do, CJ. And who was the first name that you mentioned? Darling Nikki. You mentioned Darling Nikki's name. Now, we weren't talking about Darling Nikki, CJ. We were talking about you. What part of that didn't you understand, CJ? We weren't talking about Darling Nikki over there. We were talking about you. And I told you, you could replay it all you like. I told you made an accusation towards her, and I told you to fucking prove it. I told you to fucking prove it, CJ. And what did you expect? Me to be nice to you? Not to hold your feet to the fire? Come on, CJ. So, just mentioning Darling Nikki's name and making an accusation, you wanted to trigger her, didn't you, CJ? You wanted to start some trouble. And guess what? You did. And guess who's getting the slack for it? Jamie here. Damn. And I had to listen to her upset. For I don't know how long. Now, I'm just going to say this. All right. I'm no one's master on here. I don't control what people do, what people say, what people think. However, CJ, you're a snake. You're a little slithering little snake in the grass that just waits to strike. And you started all this, all right? I disagree with Nikki. All right? I think her anger is misplaced. Here. Her anger is misplaced. Should she be angry? Yeah. She should be mad at CJ for starting trouble over it. Mentioning her when she had nothing to do with the conversation. But I thought 2 nights in a row was kind of I find this whole thing ridiculous, to be honest with you. Now, as to the allegation that Honey Bunch is a nurse, there's a reason why people can't find that clip. Because it didn't happen. Now, I was sent today the clip. I'm not going to play it. I'm not going to play the clip. I actually promised the person who sent it to me I will not play it. And I'm going to keep my word on that. But nowhere in that clip from December did Jamie mention that she was a nurse. It was actually the cause in chat. And here's the thing with you, Nicole. I don't care what she does for a living. I think it's none of anyone's business. All right. It's none of anyone's business what she does for a living. Because we got all these nasty creeps in this community who do nothing but call people's employers. So what happened was the cause, Mrs. Kaz, a nurse, and there's a little back and forth, and there's a little conversation. She has nothing to do with it, which Nicole, she was just on the panel while Jamie was addressing the cause. I could see how someone watching can get it confused. I had to watch that clip several times. I'm saying, wait a minute. Nowhere in that was so if you find a clip where Jamie actually said that, please send it to me. I really like to hear it because I don't remember Jamie saying that. No, Raleigh. It's not about you. Not everything in this world is about you. So here's what I think, all right? I think people watched, all right? Two different things were being talked about. And you Silicon Shan. This is what I think happened. People were watching a stream with a few people on panel and got confused. They put two different topics together and then they merged it in their minds. It happens. Yeah, I don't remember it either, which Nicole, I don't remember. All I remember were the cause in chat one night, and they're talking about nursing stuff. And then there was a few of them. There was a few people on panel, and Jamie made a comment or something about. No, I don't recall that either. What Nicole? I don't recall that either. What she said, but he did say that Mrs. Cow was a nurse. He did say that outright. He did say that outright. But I heard Honey Bunch talking on the clip, and she never even what she was describing was not even close to a nurse. So yeah, you have two different things happening: one in chat, one up on panel, and then Jamie addresses the chat, and then they see who's on panel, and it's Who are they talking about? Who's Jamie talking about? Is he talking about his girlfriend or is he talking about Mrs. Ka? Yeah, two topics got crossed. It happens. So if you're looking for a clip that those exact words, it don't exist, all right? So can we stop this already? It doesn't matter. Who cares who works where? Who cares? Darling Nikki isn't lying. Nobody's lying here. Damn. And this is all because CJ decided to be a snake and decided to mention someone that wasn't the topic and decided to start trouble. Now, here's the next topic about Jamie's panel. I want to refer to Daria. Hey, Wendy. Daria, don't you dare talk to me like that again. You may get up in a tree and kiss CJ or kiss her on her butt. I don't care. I don't care. You're known for going over there and kissing their asses. You even got caught leaving disparaging comments over at the swamp. And I had to make a video telling you off. Don't you dare. Talk to me like that on a panel again, or I will cuss your ass out. Yeah, that is witchy. That's a lot of ass to kiss. And I'm not putting up with it. CJ's a big girl. Literally. She could fight her own battle. Daria, you don't need to fight CJ's battle for her. I know what she was doing. She was there to start trouble. And do you think I wasn't going to sit there and say something about it? Fuck no. Fuck no. I almost told you to fuck off the other night. But I was too concerned with CJ trying to make herself look like the victim. Again. When she was just there to stir the pot. And guess what? CJ actually admitted what a dirty human being she really is. She thinks essay is funny. Oh, it's all right. As long as she doesn't like the person, it's okay to do all these immoral things. She admitted it. But how dare you do it to them? She admitted her hypocrisy. You see? So, there are some people around here that deserve, from time to time, a tongue lashing. But I prefer that kids and families be left out of the insults. So if you want to start a problem with someone and they clap back, don't sit there and cry victimhood. That's what CJ was implying the other night. She decided just to fuck around. She decided to find out, along with a bunch of other ladies. And we know who went low. And please, some of these, most of those people that are complaining about Robbie, they're nobody to complain. Absolutely witchy. That's how I view it. If you got to use kids or family in a fight, you look weak. It looks desperate. It looks desperate to hurt your feelings. Now I see someone replying, talking about someone's essay story and making fun of it. That's even lower. All right? That's even lower. So I'm not going to mention your name. I know you're probably going to be over here listening. All right. So that makes you just as bad as they are. If you said a couple fuck yous, call this person a scumbag. I would just say, all right. You know how many times I've been called names? I've been sworn at. But if you got to go that low, if you go low first and then the other person responds lower, don't sit there and cry foul or victim. Because you're just getting a response that you weren't prepared for. Now, am I saying that the response was right? Not always. I'm not saying the response is always right. But I'm just shaking my head right now. I'm looking at the hypocrisy over there. I'm looking at some people that used to be over here and they're acting just like them. I don't know what the fuck. Just because they hurt someone hurt their fifis, they gotta go as low as they can to hurt the other person. Damn. So before I go, I have a word for someone. Cuck Eli, you're a piece of shit. You think you're better than everyone else. You think you're smarter than everyone else. But you're just a piece of work. Do you think that striking channels down, you're going to keep someone shut up? Is that your game plan? Because people owe you nothing. All right. Do you think people are going to reimburse you for being a failure for how many years now? 7, 8. And then you point the finger and say it's everyone else's fault but mine. Look at yourself. You alienate everyone around you. You run over to people's channels and say it's my way or the highway. And then you believe everything you hear. And 98% of it is bullshit. No wonder you fail. So just a suggestion, Eli. Yup. Enough. It's not gonna get rid of Jamie. It's not gonna get rid of any of us. You kind of got us for life, so why don't you just get used to it? All right. So Jamie's going live in 30 minutes on his other channel. So can a mod drop the link? It's also on my community wall. So Eli, you actually accomplished nothing today. You accomplished nothing. And I saw your community post gloating. Blech. Nobody cares. So let me get going and I'll see everyone later. All right. All right. Bye-bye. Hit the thumbs up.